Good day, good day, good day, everyone. It's Red Melissa on the road. We are on the road. Good day, good day. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa. I am an interfaith minister and spiritual life coach. And SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So, as you can see, I'm in a car, I'm in a rental car. There's Honey, Marco driving. And I was hoping that I could do today's SIP on the campus of Spelman, but we didn't get there yet. So I'll have to go live or something when we get there. So we are on the road today. We are visiting our girls. This weekend is Parents Weekend at Tuskegee. And right now we are in ATL, Hotlanta, although it's not hot. Well, it is humid. We're going to stop by and see Aria before we head to Tuskegee. So I wanted to jump on just to give you a little something something today because our series this week is awe. Our series this week is awe. And yesterday I asked you all two questions, and I hope that you've been thinking about those two questions. I wonder what happens. I turned it. Uh, okay. I was just curious if I turned the phone the other way, what would happen? So those two questions are, what are you desiring to change your mind about? Because we're in the 10 days of awe, right? The 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, known as the 10 days of repentance, are also known as the 10 days of awe, which has inspired our series. And one thing about this period of time, these high holy holidays, is that it's a time of introspection, reflection. It's also a time to change your mind. So that triggered that question. What are you desiring to change your mind about? So that was one question from yesterday. The second question was, what inspires you today? What inspires you today? Because awe is reverence, right? So reverence, um, praise, what inspires you today, right? And if nothing inspires you today, then what can you inspire today? Can you inspire yourself today? So for me, what's inspiring me today are my sugars. That's what I call my girls. They are my sugars because they are sweet and they are like my sunshine. So they inspire me. And one of the things that I am really inspired by about them is that they understand the power of their mind. They understand the power of their mind to create their reality. And the fact that we are here in Atlanta visiting Aria at Spelman and then going to Tuskegee for Parents Weekend with Zola is a manifestation of their thinking, their deliberate, consistent, faithful thinking, believing, knowing, trusting, having the faith of that this is where they wanted to be and this is where they wanted to experience college. And they were very clear about that. Did they explore their options? Of course they did. Of course. And they were very clear about what inspires them. And when we visited those two campuses in particular, they were quite inspired by the energy of both Spelman and Tuskegee, which are historical Black colleges and universities. Always have to go through the HBCU in my head before I could say it. So they inspire me. They inspire me to be focused, to be clear in my thinking and consistent in my pattern of thinking, to marry that with my feeling tone, to see it and believe it and visualize it and imagine it. They do all of those things. They did that from deciding they wanted to attend these schools to going to see Beyonce Renaissance tour. There's the range, y'all. There's the range. So, what inspires you today? What are you willing to change your mind about so that you can be clear about what it is that you are desiring to manifest in your life? That is awesome. That is awesome. So, that's what I wanted to just pop in and share today. Let me see if I could see some comments. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Thank you, Linda, for the safe travels. Good day, Shay Love. I appreciate you. Let me see. Yes, good day, Pamela. Fee said, change my mind about building massive wealth, charge my mind or change my mind about building massive wealth using my talents, gifts, and skill sets. Beautiful. And I love because that's one of our visioning questions. We did visioning last night as part of Rockland CSL's offering. And one of the questions we asked in visioning is what skills, talents, and gifts do I already have that I can use to manifest this vision? And Fee has a lot of gifts, talents, and skills. And we are grateful at Rockland CSL that she shares them with us. And then Fee also shares because you, Marco, because you and Marco provided a safe space, had a bunch to do with it. Thank you, Fee. Thank you. I appreciate that. And let's see. Sekou said, in here watching you with Davy. So Fee and Sekou are cat sitting for us while we're traveling. And we are so grateful for that. And the way that that came about was divine. I'll tell that story another day, but it all just aligned perfectly. And I dropped Davy off yesterday, and I think he's adjusting, right? Sekou and Fee, I think he's adjusting. So Sekou is saying that last night when we were doing visioning and he heard my voice, he came out and was watching me on watching me on the television on their screen. And and then today for morning sip, Sekou said the same thing that Davy came and when he heard my voice. So I just love that. And Fee is saying, and we are in love with Davy the cat. Yeah, he's a lovable one. He is. He is. He's inspiring as well. So I think that's all I'll share today. We're going to get back. Fee said, don't. He said, "Don't listen to don't listen to Q." I'm believing Sekou Fee. I'm believing every time he hears my voice, he runs and meows and he's like, "I miss you." I'm believing all of that. All of that. All right, y'all. Just wanted to pop on, let y'all know what's going on in Red Melissa's life right now, and it's a happy day for me, right, honey? He just gave a little whoo. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll wrap up the all series. And just think about those two questions. Continue to write them down. You can use them for inspirational journaling. What inspires you today? And what are you desiring to change your mind about? Change your mind about. All right? All right, y'all. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. Peace.